Yo, what's going on, everyone? Huge news this week with Palworld stuff. I feel like more and more gets shared every day. I have been creeping in that official Discord, getting all the juicy details so I can share with you guys so that you can be ready for launch. There is a lot of info to go over, so stay with me. I'll try and add some timestamps for the major stuff so you guys can jump around, but I have been digging, and I mean digging, collecting every little scrap of info that I could find. So, fair warning, if you want to go into this launch, spoiler free, get out now, click away. This is your official spoiler warning. I'm going in depth on some of this info. Okay, big news first. If you've been following with any of the Palworld news, you'll see that we finally got a release date, January 19th. At the time of filming this, it's literally a week away. Release time will be exactly at midnight, Friday morning, PST. That is 3 a.m. for me. I'm still debating on if I'm going to wake up early at launch. Maybe I'll do like a stream or something. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. I finally got all my setup ready to go. My PC's built. Everything's working great. But if you guys want me to get up at the crack of dawn and show you guys what Palworld looks like at launch, let me know in the comments down below. Alright, more about launch. It is confirmed to be launching on both Steam and Xbox for early access. The game is only priced at $29.99, which is a lot cheaper than most of us had predicted, which is awesome. Even more amazing, the game is confirmed to be launching on Xbox Game Pass day one. This is huge. Amazing opportunity for players to come check out the game risk-free. See if it's something they enjoy. Big fan of this move by Pocketpair. Now, if you're a fan of multiplayer and you want to get in on this with some of your friends, you can host a local multiplayer game with you and 3 other people. But if you have a larger group that wants to play, dedicated servers will be up and running day one. And it's been confirmed that it's up to 32 people. I have a group of friends who have already gotten confirmation from some hosting sites that they're just waiting on game files to see how many resources it's going to require to host. But don't stress if you're a solo player or you and your friends don't want to get a server. Palworld also offers offline single player as well. On to some important updates and things to be aware of. Now, unfortunately, at launch, there is not going to be any form of cross-play or cross-save. It is something that Pocketpair is working on bringing to us as soon as possible. And yes, that also means that Steam and PC Game Pass cannot cross-play either. So make sure if you want to play with friends at launch, you get the same version of the game. Another feature that will not be available at launch is any type of server transfer. You will not be able to move your character from your world to a friend's. Yet. Pocketpair said that this is something they want to add in a future update. PvP will not be ready for launch next week. Pocketpair states that PvP won't be like Risk or Ark. They say there are other survival games that have launched on Steam with lawless open PvP, and none last more than a week. Palworld has a vision for PvP that will fit into the world without suffering the same pitfalls as these other survival games. But rest assured, it's going to be more than just a PvP toggle on and go nuts. Palworld isn't that type of game. They go on to say that Palworld is being tested internally and they will announce more info after launch. I'm not going to lie, this really got me thinking of how they can spin their version of PvP so that it's different from recent survival games. But I guess we'll find out more after launch. Shortly after release, Pocketpair plans to share their 1-year roadmap, as well as get mod support for the game. They say that Steam Workshop support won't be supported straight away, but we plan to add it after launch. Palworld is made in Unreal Engine 5, and we look forward to seeing what sort of mods people come up with. This is huge. The addition of mods into a game creates so many more opportunities for replayability. It can really help extend the life of a game. Hell, look at Bethesda. They have basically coasted off of the Creation Club for the majority of their last few games. Skyrim mods are some of the best things that I've seen in the gaming world, and I'm super happy to see Palworld is going to get mod support. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have been scouring all of Pocketpair's social platforms looking for hidden secrets or little tidbits of information. One of the community managers in the official Discord has been answering a lot of questions and revealing a lot of info that hasn't been officially announced. For example, in my What is Palworld video, I talked about how the story it changes over time, and well, I was kind of right, but not completely. Listen to this. The world and lore of Palworld will evolve as the game goes on and gets updates. Think like the evolving story of something like Fortnite through its updates. Now, I've never been a big Fortnite player, but I sure know that they know how to do big seasonal changes. And if the map or story changes dynamically as we get updates, that's going to be really cool. I've always liked the idea of a map that changed throughout your playthrough or changed over time. It's a really neat idea. Some other info that I found was about special passive traits that pals can have. These are RNG based, and for you min-maxing psychopaths like myself, gives us something to chase. Rhyme World was the game given as a reference. I've never played it, nor have I ever heard of it. So if you care to explain, drop a comment down below. Let me know what that game's about. Another thing that surprised a lot of people was early Thursday morning, a tweet went out showing us not only a new PAL, but something else that I found really interesting. There was an objective menu in the top right, which is great. Even if it's just for the tutorial, it gives the game some sort of structure or background guidance so the players aren't just dropped into a world and have no idea what to do. Looking at you, Ark. Speaking of Ark, if you've been keeping up with the Paldex series that Pocketpair has been posting on their YouTube, you'll have been able to spot some sneaky mechanics that they haven't talked about yet in action. If you've ever played a survival game, you'll know that most of them require some sort of eating or drinking mechanic, as well as a temperature gauge, so you have to stay warm or stay cool depending on what environment you're in. If you look closely to some of these videos, you'll be able to see a food meter down on the bottom left of the HUD, as well as a temperature gauge and even a day and night cycle clock. These are going to be super helpful. Another tiny tidbit I was able to pick up on in these videos is that you can carry up to what looks like 5 pals in one team, indicated here in the top left. Last bit of info I wanted to share actually came from screenshots that were released from Game Informer, showing a character talking to an NPC that's named Pal Dealer. This means that there are vendors out there that you can buy, sell, trade goods to. You know, maybe there's even like a black market for trading. I specifically remember somewhere in a description on Pocketpair's website that said something about how the trading of pals and pal goods is illegal. Interesting. Okay, wow. I know that was a lot of info, but thank you guys for sticking around for all of it. If you made it to the end, comment down below, I don't know, something like, made it. If you're just as excited as I am to jump in next weekend, stick around. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be covering everything Palworld from head to toe over the next few weeks. It also helps out the channel. We've almost made it to about 1,500 followers, and I'm really happy to see where this channel goes in the coming year. But that's all for me for now. Wolf, out!